With all of the excitement after the last official Pokemon video, many have been speechless as to what the typings for the brand new legendaries, Solgaleo and Lunaala might be. Is Solgaleo a pure fire type? Is Lunaala a fairy? And just how many fans went from Team Moon to Sun as soon as they saw the beautiful redemption that would make up for the disappointment that was Pyroar?
Call me super hot boy, 100 degrees, leather jacket, cause I'm super hot boy.
Hello world, it's Yukimi and this is my prediction for the typings of Solgaleo and Lunaala. First, we'll start with Solgaleo. As we can tell from the name, Sol means sun. So, what could the last part mean? Galeo. As I was researching, I found an interesting coincidence. Not only does the last part Leo mean lion, but Galeo sounds oddly similar to Galileo, the Italian astronomer and physicist. And as we know, astronomy and the galaxy is seen throughout both Galeo and Lunaala's design. Galileo perfected the telescope, and he also discovered sunspots, which is very important as Solgaleo is connected to the sun and also fire. A physicist is trained to understand interactions of matter and energy across physical universes. So, not only does Solgaleo's name connect very well with the astronomer Galileo, it also connects very well with the sun. So what could this mean for Solgaleo's typing? Well, I predict that Solgaleo will not be a pure fire type, but fire psychic. Lunaala, on the other hand, has a very more detailed design and background. The prefix Luna, as we all know, means moon, and the suffix Ala, according to Merriam-Webster, means a wing or wing-like anatomical process or part, which makes perfect sense for its design. Now going back to the prefix Luna, Luna also happens to be an ancient Roman goddess who personifies the moon and is sometimes identified with the goddess Diana. Now what can this mean? Why bring up a Greek goddess Diana? Well, Diana is connected to the moon and also with hunting, and if we look closely to Lunaala's front chest, its symbol closely resembles that of a bow and arrow, much like Diana would hold when she's hunting. Further descriptions of Diana is that she is a goddess of light as she represents the moon. However, Diana was also identified with Hecate, the Greek goddess of darkness and witchcraft, and served as goddess of the kingdom of the dead. I feel as though this could very well mean that not only is Lunaala a fairy type, as it's connected to mythology, but it could also be a dark type, thus making Lunaala a dark fairy. Further descriptions of Diana is that she is the goddess of the moon, so she has a changeable, unpredictable nature, but she's also goddess of the dark world of the dead. So she's also unforgiving and bloodthirsty, which I feel very, very well describes Lunaala's image. Now back to the Ala. Wouldn't Ala, which again means a wing or wing-like anatomical process or part, mean that it's somehow a flying type? Not exactly, because as we can see from Celebi, not all Pokemon, or in this case legendaries who have wings or can fly, necessarily have to be a flying type. And with Lunaala possibly being a fairy dark type, or dark fairy, either or, so that takes care of that. Now, with Lunaala being a dark fairy and Solgaleo possibly being a fire psychic type, wouldn't that mean that Solgaleo's psychic types would have no effect on Lunaala? This is true, but also, the fairy type is also not very effective against fire, so it's not completely one-sided as, say, Kyogre and Groudon, or Xerneas and Yveltal. That closes out why I think Solgaleo could be a fire psychic type and Lunaala a dark fairy. If you find any flaws in my logic, please comment below and let me know. I would love to know what you think these legendaries could be, as I am so excited for not only the legendaries but the starters. Tell me what team you are. Are you team Rowlet, Litten, Popplio? Are you team Moon, team Sun? And how many of you think that Solgaleo could be a fire psychic type and Lunaala a dark fairy? Let me know down below. And when and if a new Pokemon news video comes out, I will be here with my prediction and analysis. Farewell!